I'm gonna actually be in Tennessee at the Memphis Grizzlies game. So
I don't know anything about sports, so I don't even know what sport that
is. I knew you was gonna say that. I was gonna explain it to you, but I was gonna give you a chance first.
Oh my gosh, see Vanessa, see the way she twerk like a dancer.
Welcome to the SocietyROW podcast. I'm Claire Sundbye. We have Nick Walker here, and we have a fabulous guest. Would you like to introduce yourself and tell us just a brief intro about who you are?
Yes, my name is Dior. I'm a makeup artist from New York City. I started makeup about 4 years ago, and I've done it in many fields, but I've decided that where I'm most comfortable and passionate about doing makeup is in beauty photography, editorial shoots, like, just pictures that are not just pretty, but they give a message, they tell a story. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. Outside of that, I've quit my job. I used to work at a hospital, and I've quit to just pursue my makeup career full time. So that is what I've been doing. It's been ups and downs, but just staying true to what I want to do, my purpose. So, and just looking forward to just get places, like just go really far with this as much as I can do, as many people I can work with, collab with, and grow with. I'm just in it for the long term.
That's amazing. Wow.
Yeah, that sounds dope. I want to hear you talk a little bit about those ups and downs that you described, the transition from the hospital to just being a sole makeup artist.
Right. So, well, my background, I was born in Africa, came here when I was about 6 years old. So my family, they always taught us to like go to school, get a good job, take care of yourself. Of course, being African, they want all their kids to be like doctors and lawyers and doing like, the big jobs. But that's not what I was passionate about ever. I was always passionate about art and creativity. So early on, my first struggle was like just lack of support from my family. None of them thought that this could be a legit job or legit career. They thought it was a waste of time. Some of them, they're like slowly but surely changing their views on it because they see that the beauty industry is not stopping, it's growing every day. So now they're looking at it as something that can be legit. But before, it was just, you're wasting your time. You need to go back to school. This is not paying you enough money, so you need to still maintain a job. So I was trying to work a 9 to 5 and still be a makeup artist. And ultimately, time just doesn't allow you to do both. I was very frustrated at work because I was missing out on so many opportunities. Like I'd be at work and then I could get booked for a photo shoot, and then now I have to sit here and ask my manager for a day off or whatever the case is, just so I'd be able to make that opportunity. And it was always picking between what I love to do, even though it's not paying me, or go to work and be miserable at work and it will pay the bills. And I've been in that struggle for like 3 years now. And I just ultimately decided, like, no matter what, putting in time, effort into myself and building my business up is always going to be more beneficial than wasting it at someone else's company, I guess so. So just trying to find a way to pay bills and do what I love, just mix my purpose and my passion and pay for my whole life and just get a good flow going. That's been the struggle right there, because it's ups and downs. Like 1 month you'll be booked crazy, tons of clients, tons of work and things to do. Next month, especially during COVID was like the hardest times for creative. There was like no shoots, nothing going on because people couldn't even be together. So just finding a way to be persistent and continue even when the world doesn't want you to create art or do what you love, like, just staying true.
That's real.
Yeah. Do you mind speaking a little bit more about the struggle specifically with COVID, and how did you find ways to stay creative and stay engaged with the makeup community?
Yeah, so with COVID, just forced me to be more. So during COVID, physically we couldn't be around each other, so I took that time to work on the logistics, the paperwork, just branding properly. So COVID was like, no, we didn't have time to do the actual art we wanted, but there's still other aspects in the business, like being an artist and managing yourself. Whenever you can't be the artist, you have to go back to managing yourself. So during COVID, I just constantly kept finding myself opportunities. So when things open back up, they will keep me in mind, just planting seeds. and just also creating my own content with myself at home. I've been doing more photo shoots for myself and creative directioning my own shoots. So when COVID like separated us from the world, I used myself as a muse and started creating the stuff that I wanted to do on other people, on myself, and just found photographers who weren't afraid to come meet me at a studio somewhere, and we still got it done. So that's how I maneuvered with COVID. Like I just started using myself as the model.
Wow, you're a real go-getter.
Yeah, I have to. There's a lot of people to prove wrong, you know?
So were you comfortable using yourself as a model? Like, did you, because, you know, by DNA, you're a makeup artist. So, and, you know, sometimes people aren't comfortable in front of the camera. They're usually more comfortable behind, or and I know you're comfortable being a makeup artist. So how comfortable was you when you decided that, hey, I need to be in front of the camera if I'm going to make something pop during COVID?
That's a really good question, because the funny part is I started makeup for the sole reason everybody wanted me to model. Everyone just looked at me and thought I was a model. And because I'm like 5'7.5" on a good day.
Oh, okay.
So on a good day, you know, so everyone is just assuming that I'm a model. And when I walk in, it's just like, no, I'm the makeup artist. So a lot of times it was like a model wouldn't come or someone wouldn't come, and I would end up taking that spot of the person because they would just.
Wow.
So I got to experience being a makeup artist and being a model because they're both in the same settings. It's just literally a role change or a description change. Like, and as far as being a model, I'm not really too comfortable on camera just yet. I think modeling is something that people underestimate. Is not as easy as it looks. It's not just, oh, because you're pretty, your makeup and hair is done, you can throw a good picture and that's it. Like, it's way more to it. So I don't want to underestimate the work that models do. So me, I just take myself out of the category because I'm not completely comfortable in front of a camera yet. I would like to lose weight. It's a lot of stuff just physically with my appearance that I was working on. So yeah, I always be like, no, I don't want to model, but I can help you. I can do makeup for you or whatever the case was. So I just felt more comfortable being behind the scenes as a makeup artist, creating a look, making a woman feel beautiful and let her do the rest, versus me being in charge of making myself look beautiful and then go on the camera and try to pose and model. And like I said, it's not as easy as it looks. So I learned a lot.
Yeah, that definitely sounds believable, because I think I done seen a lot of pretty women that try to model, and you know, I'm on the outside looking in. I'm just like, you know, you trying to model, but they don't really look right. You don't look
right.
natural.
Like you would feel like art to me is always supposed to make you feel something. So it's like it would just be a good picture, but it wouldn't do anything for me. Like it didn't give me shivers or chills or anything like that. And then when you see a model and the creative direction team and the concept, everything pulled together, those pictures just hit so much more for me. Mm-hmm. So that's why I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna stick to the, you know, the photography of the makeup and all of that good stuff. But yeah, I do dibble and dabble model here and there, especially for my own shoots. That's really when I'm most comfortable. If anyone else wants me to model, I would be really scared. But for myself, I can do it because I'm more in control of the environment. Like I know I would be dressing myself and putting in a lot more say-so than other people telling me what to do. And I would try to give them what they want.
Mm.
It sounds like you've worn so many different hats in the whole makeup creative photography world. Could you pinpoint like what you think your specialty is, or what you think you bring specifically to the table with everything you do?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I did wear many hats starting out, like, because makeup is a world that literally you can do makeup almost in any type of setting. So when I first started around 2015, when I decided like, oh, this is something I can do, 2017, I took it really serious. And that year, I just remember doing fashion shows. I remember doing TV productions. I remember just doing makeups in so many different settings to figure out like, where would I feel most comfortable doing it at? Because at the end of the day, I can bring my brushes and kits anywhere, but the environment was very important for me. So that's when I like got booked for more photo shoots. In the photo shoot environment versus like the fashion show environment versus like a TV production environment, it's just so much more organic. It's so much more collaborative instead of just one person in their corner. You have one model, stay here, do this with her. And it's very, what's the words I want to say? It's very limited in other fields of makeup. It's very limited. You can't go outside the box, or they want really pretty makeup. And I like the strange makeups. I like the 3D makeups, the makeups that just doesn't look like the average face. Like, so I decided, like, again, photography, content creation, creative directioning, storytelling is what I most care about, because those photos always speak to me in ways that no other like photos can speak to me. So just being able to create something and be published in a magazine and inspire other people. I'm very big on inspiring women and empowering women. So like a photo shoot could really land places and just spark the world. So photo photography is just it, like, you know, saying with the editorial makeup and all of that, it's just more, it's more of a purpose to me. I feel like it just connects to who I am more than to just be at a fashion show doing the same makeup for everyone. Like, those makeups are very rigid. They tell you what they want. You have to do it exactly that way. Same thing with bridal. Bridal is very clean, very cut. I've done bridal before. It's not room to, you know, experiment and just think outside the box. So ultimately the photo shoots were that space that gave you the chance to do more than beauty, to do strange things, and it can still turn out beautiful. So that's where I decided that that would be my specialty.
Wow, that's spoken like a true artist.
Yeah, I
It
try.
sounds like you really see the face as a canvas to experiment whatever you want on.
It really is art. Like, that's how I see it. It's makeup, but it's also an art. Just like how Picasso would paint on his canvas, same thing. Every woman who sits in my chair, you want to paint them so that they're giving the look that you want to give. Like, you know, just having that creative space to be free and do things is really important to me.
Yeah, I can definitely hear the passion, you know, in your voice about what you do. I have a question. You talk a lot about the storytelling aspect of makeup. So when it comes to storytelling, in what way is your makeup telling a story? And I also want to know how busy is like that Halloween time for you?
Halloween time makeup, I can answer that first. Halloween makeup I do here and there. Not so much, because again, that's based on if people are going out to celebrate Halloween, want to do it for you, or for me on myself to create Halloween looks. I haven't done that yet. I don't know why. Like, I always prefer using someone else's face as a canvas versus my face. So I don't really get too crazy with the Halloween makeup on myself, but I do it for other girls. It's also cool, like I said, is putting a character together. Like, you get the hair, you get the outfit, and then the makeup is just like the cherry on top that just seals the deal together. So same thing with storytelling. Like, you have to create a set, you have to find a stylist and everything that's already going to paint a picture. And then once the makeup artist, hair team, everyone else put the finishing touches on it, it'll take the photo from something that was just supposed to be beautiful to like, you see this and it resonates to you. I remember one of the first photo shoot that I saw, and I was so inspired to go into just beauty editorial, was like Danessa Merrick. Everything she does is just awe for me. And she just painting women out to be just like these simple, fine, beautiful creatures, not like we're our true selves, but we have a chance to transform and be other characters with makeup on, and just taking those characters to a next level to empower the next child or the next person watching it. It's just always it for me. Like,
Hey, that's dope. That's dope.
Yeah.
That
I hope I
empowerment.
answered the question.
Yeah, you answered it. You answered it. As far as
Okay.
empowerment, have you done any shoots that are basically, you know, showcase, I would say, Black female empowerment?
Yeah, my last two shoots, I did one with this really dope photographer based out of New York, and he like created the set, but I did the makeup, everything else. And I just wanted to, like, my specific brand is creating women as, or transforming women into their true goddesses. So my makeup line is, or my beauty service line is called Painted Goddesses, because to me, every woman is a goddess. It just takes a certain paint, a certain brush stroke to get her to transform, to unleash that. So every photo shoot I do, I'm just trying to get you to, as a woman, just trying to get you to feel your most confident, most powerful. Like I always ask girls, what are you most insecure about on your face? Just so that I take that part that they're insecure about and I'll highlight it and magnify it to the point like what they were once insecure about is now something they feel powerful about. So me growing up, I was always insecure about having big lips. Now big lips is a trend. So like just any of the insecurities, girls, Black women, Hispanics, whoever you are, you just felt like you couldn't model because you didn't have the look. I would use that specific reason to turn you into a model. Like, no, you don't like your eyes. What? You don't like your lips. You don't like your hair. This is what's going to be most beautiful about you. Let's take a picture and show the world. Like, that's me. Use your insecurities to empower you to the next level and just break all those barriers and boundaries of whoever told you you couldn't do it. Like, it's really simple. Like, you just ask, what are you insecure about? And they tell you, and then that's the minute you have an opportunity to empower somebody.
So amazing. It's like your message is almost so like philosophical in a way.
I'm also into mental health. My hospital job, I worked at a psych clinic. So outside of beauty, I'm a mental health like freak. That's all I care about. So I'm trying to
see that carrying over.
Yeah, so that's what I always try to do. Like, I want to find a way to combine mental health issues that people face that makes them feel so low or insecure, just, not want to be the greatness that they are in the world, and use that along with beauty to just get people to just see themselves in such a better light so they can do what they need to do and achieve what they want to achieve. Because that's mental health helped me get to this point I am now. Because like I said, I didn't really have the support growing up of what I wanted to do. So I had to find other outlets, other ways to make me strong, other ways to keep me inspired so that I can get up and do what I want to do every day, because the support around me was just not happening. So it was mental health for me.
I'm really glad you persisted.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Claire.
So looks like we getting close to the end of this interview. And at the end, we like to play a game, and it's called Categories. We're going to come up with a new game today, Claire, but it's called Categories.
I love categories. I can play it every day.
Categories? Okay.
Categories. And so in this game, basically, the category is going to be creatives, since we're all a creative. And so you can basically name any creative. So, but how it starts off is I say a creative, and whatever letter that their name ends in, you have to start your creative off with that letter. So if I was to say like Puff Daddy, then the next person that says a name would have to start it off with a Y. So, and we just go in rotation. And so, so I'm gonna go first.
Easy, but it's hard when you're doing it.
Yeah, it's
right.
hard. And so we're gonna start in rotation. So it'll be I'll go first, and then Clara goes second, and then you'll go last. So I'm gonna start it off, and it's any creative, regardless if it's a musician, famous makeup artist, painter, whatever. So all right, I'm gonna start it off. Beyonce.
Okay, Claire's next. Okay.
Elton John.
Okay, ends with an N.
Wow. Nicki Minaj.
Classic.
Nicki Minaj. Okay, ends with a J. Okay. Jay-Z ends with a Z.
Z. Oh, okay. Well, this is the only one I can think of. Zayn Malik from One Direction.
Right, that's a good one. Malik is Al. Let me think. Thank God this is not timed. L'Oreal. I know. I said L'Oreal, the owner, the creator of the store.
Okay. Well, what's the name end with?
Oh, okay.
L'Oreal.
Yeah. Doesn't it?
Yeah, ends with an L. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Lupe Fiasco ends with an O.
Oh, okay. Olivia Newton-John.
Right.
I'm having such old answers.
And you giving me all the N's. I gotta think who's an N. Wow. Let me think. Someone with an N. I'm trying to like just think of all categories. This is harder than I thought.
I know, right? I feel like it's easier if you make it more specific for yourself.
Right. Okay, let me see who I know with an N. I thought of Nike, but that's not a person. We have to name people, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Natalie Nunn.
Natalie Nunn. Okay. Starts with it. So ends with an N. So I'm gonna say Nas. Ends with an S.
All the great ones, yo.
I'm surprised you didn't say yourself, Nick Walker.
Right.
That'll be too easy.
Okay, S. Classic Shakira. I say it every time. I've said it every time we played this.
I ended in the A. I'm gonna say, Anastasia Beverly Hills.
Oh yeah, classic.
Mm-hmm.
Ends with an S. Okay. I'm gonna say Scissor. Ends with an A.
A. Amelia Earhart, that doesn't really count.
Nah, really?
Actor though, no?
She was so creative with her flying. I'll do Amy Adams. Amy Adams.
I was gonna say Amy Winehouse, you know.
Oh, I should have thought of her.
Mm-hmm. So Amy Adams, you ended with an S.
Yeah.
Why am I thinking hard for an S? This should be easy.
This is gonna be the last one to make it good.
I was gonna say someone would know. Wow.
Pressure's on.
Stacey Dash.
Oh wow.
I don't know who that is.
Stacey
She's an
Dash.
actor.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But she don't get no work.
Right. We haven't seen her.
Oh, I actually know who that is from Twitter. Wasn't she on Clueless?
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. And she's still clueless to this day. But
yeah. Okay. She's the one that like wore the Trump dress to some whack.
That was bad marketing for her.
Yeah, in the country. Before we head out, do you want to say your social media for everyone?
Yeah, sure. So my personal social media is only one Dior, and then my makeup page or platform is Painted Goddesses.
Painted Goddesses. Okay, well, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks, Claire, for having me, and Nicholas. This was fun. I'm still thinking about that game. Now I'm going to use that at our next game night. That was good. Sorry if you guys don't mind.
Oh, it's a Nick Walker original, so you have to ask him for the.
Oh, Nick, come on, Nick.
Hey, the only thing you got to do is to make it real fun when you drinking is to just like make it 5-second intervals. And if you can't think of it in 5 seconds or 10 seconds, then you just make people drink.
Yeah, if this was timed, I would have sucked, but thank God it wasn't timed.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, it was nice meeting you though.
It was nice meeting you too, Nicholas. You too, Claire. Hopefully we'll talk more and see you guys soon.
Hopefully, yeah.
All right. Bye-bye.